Decide if the given function is continuous or not. If it is not, then state the reason it is not continuous. We have f of x is equal to the absolute value of x. So let's actually examine our absolute value function, and we'll start by graphing it. So the absolute value function generally resembles a line with a positive slope on the right and a line with a -1 slope to the left, or it forms a V. So let's actually draw our function. So this is what absolute value of x looks like. Does f of a exist for all a values in the function? Well, if we look at our graph, we can clearly see that both to the left and to the right, there are no asymptotes, no holes in the graph. Therefore, f of a does exist for all a values. So answer choice B is not the answer here. Does the limit of f of x as x approaches a exist for all a values in the function? It actually does, because if we were to select any a value, let's say -2, we're up here. As x approaches -2 from both the left and the right, we can see that the function is approaching +2. And we can see that the limit of f of x as x approaches a does exist for all a values in our function. So C is not an answer to this question either. And then, does the limit of f of x as x approaches a equal f of a? Is that not true for all a values within the domain? Well, it actually is true. Whether I pick an a value of -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, etc., if I take the limit as x approaches each of these values, the function approaches the f of a value. For example, as x approaches -2, the function approaches f of -2, which is +2. Therefore, D is also not an answer to this question. Therefore, absolute value of x is a continuous function, or answer choice A.